So welcome to this talk on passion. So a lot of you, especially if you're coming to see someone like myself and Marianne is the head coach at Alleviate Pain, which started off as pain clinics, for those of you who don't know. Started off as pain clinics in Australia. From my own addiction to painkillers and being in pain, I decided to open up pain clinics and share what I did to reverse not only addiction, I had all sorts wrong, but basically I reversed PTSD, anxiety, depression, the inability to walk, damaged nerves, procedures that went wrong. And I worked out how I did it through pain clinics and clinical trials. So I knew I'd done something incredible, but I didn't know how I did it. So I reverse engineered it through clinical trials, and then Alleviate Pain evolved to what it is today, which is an online education company teaching you to understand yourself fully, mind, body, and spirit. It's very different to anything out there. And you've all been showing up and doing the work, or you wouldn't be understanding what the hell I'm saying. So if you've come on calls such as like Darius or other summits that I've attended, if you're here, you understand what I'm saying, which means that you've got a level of intellect because you've been doing the work. Okay. It's now time for you to allow yourself to feel good. We're starting to get into that part of the journey of feeling good. We've been doing the work, we've been showing up, we've been tired, we've been exhausted, and some of us feel like we've been promised the new earth, a new life, and something different. And where is it? Well, we've got to invite it in. It's our responsibility. Okay. You got to claim things. They don't just come to you. You have to claim them. Okay. So you have to claim that you want to live a life that you want to live. But the only way that you can do that is with a clean slate. That's what I've learned. So if you start to claim your life from the old ways of seeing and perceiving this reality, this game, you will just create the same old shit. Make sense? That's why I teach cleaning. That's why I say you need to clean. What cleaning means is taking responsibility for every aspect of who you are. Mind, body, spirit, soul, energy, body. You got to take responsibility. Take responsibility with passion. That's the message today, is to take responsibility with passion. Rather than this is hard work, let's change that narrative. It's not hard work. It was hard work living in the slave mentality. I talk about that a lot. A lot of us have been programmed to be slaves on this planet, and it's hard. If you've been programmed to be a slave, life is hard work because it's meant to be under the slave programming. So your job is to set yourself free and liberate yourself and claim your life and go, yeah, no, I'm not going to be a slave any longer. I serve me, and in serving me, I serve the greater good. So it's all about win, win, win. And slave systems are collapsing because they're not win, win, win. They're all about some fucker making money off you. Just putting it short. That's the root of it. Someone is making money out of your time. Someone is making money out of you. Whether it's your skill set, it's your time, or they're taking your money to sell you something because they created the problem in the first place for you. That's the fundamentals, okay? Because it's built on a system of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. Because if the person who set these systems up or people believed that they were worthy and good enough, they'd want to collaborate and work together and make everything fair, win, win, win. Yeah. So we've got to change it. And the only way to change it is to change it within inside of yourself and say, no, I'm not a slave anymore. I serve myself and I show up for myself. However, you look at it in the lens of I show up for myself. Yes, it sounds selfish, but I show up for myself to be the greatest that I can be in alignment to pure of heart, which means it's the greater good for everybody. We've got to let go of that selfishness and go, it's actually me serving myself so I can serve more people. It wasn't a passion for me. It was a passion that I knew that I was here to serve people, and I followed that. It wasn't, I didn't get fed from it. You've got to feed yourself first. Yeah, feed yourself first. Your passion is you. That's your passion. So if you sat there going, I don't know what my passion is, it's you being fucking obsessed with you, but in a clean way that doesn't hurt anybody. Yeah? Your passion is you. It's you. It's nothing outside of you. It's you. You have to be your passion. You have to be your passion. So when you're doing these healings and when you're doing these teachings and when you're showing up and doing all of this work, go, I get to serve me. Change the narrative. Change what you're saying to yourself. I get to do this for me so I feel better. So I don't feel stressed. So I don't feel anxious. So I don't have PTSD. So I don't have pain. So I don't buy into this shite that I'm less than. I'm doing it for me. And if you have to say, I'm doing it for me and fuck everybody else in the beginning, that's okay. That's okay. It's messy in the beginning. It's messy in the beginning. Give yourself permission and cut yourself some slack that you're going to make mistakes and you're going to say things that you might regret. We all do. But start off with, I am my passion. And right now I have to say, fuck everything else. And I know it's easier said than done, but I wouldn't tell you to do it if I'd not fucking done it myself. And trust me, when you come from that place, anything that is not serving you and is not for your greater good has to leave. It has to leave. So if you've got people in your life that don't truly care and love you and want your best interests at heart, they won't be able to stay around anymore because you're not serving them in the way that they expected you to serve them.